Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to update you. It's Wednesday, November 10th. And I haven't got much footage this week. It's been kind of an odd week. So on Saturday, I dropped off down in Deckard. I don't know if I gave an update for that last, but anyhow, I did drop in Deckard on Saturday, Deckard, Tennessee. Ended up moving up to White House, Tennessee. I do believe I did a update on that. So anyhow, Monday morning, I don't know if any of you guys that are out here doing this, but me personally, like, I get a certain feel each day. Just sometimes I get super antsy in an area. I feel like I'm not going to have no luck. I feel like I'm wasting my time sitting there, and so I move. Then there's other times I feel pretty comfortable and patient. I'm good to go. I don't need to take off. I know a lot of drivers get antsy in general, to the extent that like just some days you're not feeling it. So anyhow, I was in White House, started off Monday, and I was bidding for about an hour or two. I shouldn't even say bidding. I was watching the board. There really wasn't shit. So I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and go up to Hebron, Kentucky, which was like another 3 hours, which put me up there at about 1:30. That's what I did. I moved up to Hebron. Just felt like there was more freight. Plus, I had a driver with us that was in the Nashville area as well. So, and then we had another one that was coming in there later in the day. So I didn't want everybody all, bunched in there. So I went ahead and moved. That way, left Nashville to him, to that driver. And so, again, went up to Hebron. So later in the day, I did get a load later in the day, Monday afternoon. I got a load going up to Minnesota, up to, what was it? Cambridge, Minnesota, I believe, which is north of Minneapolis. Picked that up. It was supposed to pick up at 2 o'clock. Well, first they told me ASAP. I got there at like 1:30. Then they're like, well, this was supposed to be 2 o'clock, but it's not even going to be ready at 2 o'clock. It's looking like it's going to be 3 o'clock. So I just went ahead and I went outside and went ahead and got some sleep. Tried to just, get as much sleep as I could out there. And then woke up at about 3 o'clock. It wasn't ready yet, so made me something to eat. I had some burgers cooking and everything. Ate some lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. And then they was eventually ready. It finally got loaded and up out of there at about 4:45. I think that's what it was, 4:45. Yeah, 4:45, I believe. So got up out of there. So it was an all-nighter because it was like 743 miles. The trip was. So went up there, delivered. I got there at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And this is the thing I hate about the night runs. This is the bad things. One, you're driving all night, and it's just kind of boring to drive in a lot of places, especially driving up that way, especially that stretch. Once you pass Chicago and until you get to Minneapolis, basically, it's just like dark. That's pretty much all it is. There just ain't shit going on. So it's a pretty rough drive throughout the night. Anyhow, got up there at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. There's some cars there, but I didn't see no sign of life anywhere. They had a phone. The place was gated off. Pick up the phone. It just rang and rang and rang and rang and rang. So I went over into the little parking lot right there by the gate. Went to sleep. Got up at my delivery time, a little bit before. Got situated. Went in. Easy drop off. So then I was relocating to get down to the south side of Minneapolis, which was about an hour and a half drive. And then as I was driving, I ended up getting a load picking up out of like Shaka, Minnesota, Shaska. I can't remember the name of it, but it was only about 30 minutes away. So went over there, got that one, and this was later in the day as well because I stopped and got some more sleep and then woke up and then got back on the boards and everything. And then, as I said, was able to pull that one. And that one ended up being another all-nighter. That one was going back to Ohio, down to Eaton, Ohio. Same thing. I got down there. Well, no, I shouldn't say the same thing. I got down there. I got within about 2 hours. I was just beat because I didn't really get no rest the night before or that day because unfortunately, that's the downside of bidding your own stuff for the most part, is you don't really get no downtime. Like, especially on those night runs, you drive all night, and then the boards start popping. So what do you want to do? You want to sit there and miss out on loads, and I'm pretty picky on where I want to go and things, so I don't really like to leave it up to anybody else to book or bid my loads. I'm about to have a seizure there just to say that part. But anyhow, so I didn't get no sleep during the day, so I stopped about 2 hours short, got a couple hours sleep, about 2 hours, 20 minutes, got up, finished it off, got it dropped off, and then just went to the closest Walmart, which was about 5 miles away. And then, again, start getting in the board, because this is about 8 a.m. Things start, kind of some signs of life, and things start going on the board. I should have just went to sleep. That was the plan when I got to Walmart. The plan was to just go to sleep and get a couple 3 hours sleep, wake up at about 10, 11 o'clock, and then I should have still had a good portion of the day, would have felt better, could have bid some freight, probably would have got out. And instead, I open up Facebook, and then I see a post, and then I make a comment on there, because the person had a post saying it was 3 drops, 1 pickup, 3 drops. It was like 700 and some odd miles for like $1,800. I'm like, just bullshit. Like, I just didn't believe it, because and then on top of it, I'm tired, and there's been just a rash of just hearing it so often, people putting multiple loads from multiple customers on one load, and then trying to put it out there into into social media, like, oh, look at this load I got, and it's paying a grand amount of money, and it's just, I'm doing everything legal beagle, and it just kind of caught me the wrong way. So I took it out on this person and commented on their post, which I try not to do negative shit like that. I really do, because it's not productive, so we went back and forth. So that went a while. The good thing is, we ended up actually talking on video chat and everything, kind of hashed everything out. I apologize and everything, and for just coming at it that way, because again, whether they're right or wrong, or no matter what, I just don't like to do that unproductive drama bullshit, but I do get that way at times, I do, and I know I do. That's why I try to steer clear of Facebook and stuff a lot anymore. But anyhow, got that hashed out, and I should have been on the board. So then I do finally take a nap, and this is about noon now, so I'm taking a nap. I wake up, it's like 1:30, so I didn't get much sleep again. Now I'm just kind of just not feeling it. Just one of them days I'm not feeling it, because I'm fucking tired. I'm being super picky on the load, because I'm like, God, I don't really want to go there. I don't want to deadhead that far here, and just being a little pussy, basically. And yeah, at about 5 o'clock, I was like, I'm done. I'm going to bed. And that's what I did. I went to bed, just kind of regrouped, got up a few hours later. I think I got up around 9. Felt a lot better. Nothing going on the load board. So, as you see, I'm sitting here. I didn't get anything today. But instead, I did get rested, because 2 back-to-back all-night runs without hardly any sleep since Monday morning, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't like feeling that way. That's probably the worst part about expediting for me personally, is that tired-ass driving. I don't like that shit, that being worn out. So, as I said, but bidding my own stuff, it just makes it more difficult to get my sleep. Now, if I had a dispatcher or I was with the carrier, I could have just went to sleep. I'd have got plenty of sleep and still gotten loads, and that works out better. So, but doing your own thing, always having your nose in that board, it makes it a little more difficult. But yeah, I got up, went to Walmart, grabbed a few things, a couple gallons of water, some fruit, some snacks. Then went over to Planet Fitness, got about an hour or so workout, got a shower, and then came back here. So that's pretty much the update, man. I'm feeling good now. I'll probably be up. God, it's going on 1 a.m. already, which I can't believe. It's like time just flies. But I'll probably up just a little bit longer. I'm gonna get some sleep. Wake up hopefully around 8ish, 9ish, and then the boards will be kind of coming to life at that point, and hopefully I can get me something booked pretty quick. Hoping this little bit while I'm up, I'm hoping something pops up that I can pre-book for the morning, because tomorrow, you know, which would be nice, would just be kind of book one right away, a little shorty, kind of try to grab a couple of shorties and try to make up for what I missed out on today, but we'll see. I'm not going to stress about it. I'll get something out here. I'm in a good area. I'm near Dayton, Ohio, so I'm sure I'll get something tomorrow. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring you guys up to speed on that and give you an update, because the good thing about not getting nothing today is, like I said, I got rested, got me a workout, got a shower, and I feel a shit ton better. I feel 100% better. So sometimes it's a blessing in disguise not to get a load. You know, I still kick myself in the ass, you know, thinking, God, because I'm always driven to get that money. But again, sometimes it's just a blessing in disguise. So I'll leave you with that, man. Some positivity, I hope, man. Everybody out there, be safe and get them loads, and I'll holler at you later.